Hello everyone. Ooh, we're blurry again. Hey everyone, what is up? It's Maddie the Gamer, and so this video is very, very special because one, I've put a lot of work into it, and two, because I have reached 200 subscribers, and that is a huge milestone for me. I've been thinking I'm going to be transitioning from not only video game stuff, but into pop culture, cosplay, comic books, movies, TV shows, basically everything that I love to talk about. This is going to be the first video, so let's get started.
Rocket Raccoon is a very easy and yet very hard character to explain. Rocket Raccoon was an experiment at the beginning of his life, and one day he managed to break out of his cage and become one of the galaxy's best bounty hunters. With his trusty sidekick slash houseplant, Groot. See what I did there? From his iconic costume to his nerdy personality, I love Spider-Man. Back when I was 4 years old, I had a learning curve that not a whole lot of people have. It's called dyslexia. For me, this means I have an extremely hard time trying to learn how to read and spell. My mom and dad saw this and started thinking of ways to get me to read so I wouldn't give up. He knew my favorite superhero at the time was Spider-Man, so he got me a few of the comics, and at first I only looked at the art. Slowly but surely I started reading the full stories and started falling in love with the character. There are so many things I could say about this character that I love, but I feel like I relate to him in so many different ways that I can't even explain it. As everyone ends up saying in the comics at one point or another, there's just something about him that makes you want to be the best version of you can be. And that doesn't just stop in the comics. Captain America, as hilarious as it sounds, captures what it means to be an American perfectly. Being an American doesn't mean you have to do heroic things. It just means that you have the freedom to choose what to do with that freedom. My favorite thing by far about Cap is that he's a devoted Christian. It's even been stated that he attends church every Sunday. That's pretty evident by his famous line in the first Avengers film. "There's only one God, ma'am," and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. This hero may surprise you. Clinton Barton, or better known as Clint or Hawkeye, is not really what you think of when you think of the word superhero. Clint was orphaned at a young age and was taken in by a traveling circus. He developed a knack for archery and used it in the circus show. As the circus traveled around, he met the Avengers as a villain, and the rest is history. Obviously, Hawkeye has an amazing sense of humor. He's the Marvel Universe's Chandler Bing. But what you don't see a whole lot is a man who wants to do the right thing no matter what the cost, even at his own life. Another thing that absolutely made me fall in love with this character is the love for his family. Now, if you read the comics, you know he only has one son named Francis. But in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he has a whole life outside of being a superhero. It's a nice change of pace in the Marvel Universe, in my opinion. Oh gosh, where do I start with this one? If you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you guys know beyond the shadow of a doubt that Wolverine is my favorite superhero of all time. From his origin story to his recent death arc, Wolverine's story has had me on the ropes since the day I first saw him on the TV screen. When I think there's nothing else more to know about the Wolverine's character, I always find something else that makes me fall in love even more. There are so many things I love about Wolverine's personality. Most people think he's a jerk that just sits in the back of a room smoking and drinking his life away. But that couldn't be further from the truth. As much as Logan will try to deny this, he really cares about his teammates and everyone around him. He's helped kids that struggle with their mutant powers or being mutants or otherwise. He also gives them a swift kick in the behind when need be. He says what he thinks needs to be said, he's got a sarcastic wit that most people don't know exists, and he's found himself a permanent home in the X-Men, as much as he wouldn't want to admit it. I could go on and on and on and on about how much I love this character, but I think you guys get the point by now.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite superhero is, or your top 5. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!